One of the biggest things about the NFL that I think we all have a problem with is quarterbacks that come out of big schools, like, the big names, the blue bloods of college football, generally struggle in the NFL. And I think the reason is pretty straightforward, man. You go to one of these schools like Alabama, Ohio State, Texas, whatever it is, all the big schools, you know, you're going to have linemen and receivers that are just simply better than most defenses you will ever see in college football. Shador Sanders, on the other hand, didn't really have that same option over there in Colorado. He barely had an offensive line. He had to figure it out, and he was still as accurate as he was, still able to read defenses, still able to find his players open, and he had to figure it out. Now, most QBs coming out of these big schools, remember, they don't get touched, and their receivers are always 5 yards open. In the NFL, you got to throw receivers open. So Shador kind of has a leg up on that side, you know? And that's not to say he didn't have receivers that couldn't get open, but sometimes he had to throw them open. And when you pay attention to the tape, he had to do it more than the other quarterbacks. So that's a really big leg up for him. Sometimes, the NFL systems are just too complicated for the young quarterback. They don't have someone like an Aaron Rodgers or whatever it is to bring him in and actually show him the ropes, teach him the ropes and everything you know. Now they got to throw receivers open. They don't have someone to lead them in, and it's just simply too early in their career. I mean, all these things can stack up against them. But what do you guys think the other major reasons are for, you know, elite quarterbacks coming out of college struggling in the NFL is?